Hey, you're now tuning in to UnderDawg Talk. And I'm your host, Eric Jones Jr., the underdog with the heroic heart. And I have conversations with successful underdogs. And today we got Ace Born2Win. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. So, I've been knowing you before, I think before you got big, before you start really making noise for yourself. So I kind of know why you started, but why did you start the entrepreneurial role, and what is one of your main reasons of keep going?
Um, why did I start it? I started my entrepreneur role because in prison I realized that I didn't want to be a worker. I didn't want to work for nobody. I didn't want to be an employee, and that I wanted to be a business owner and an investor off of reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I realized then that I needed a plan when I got out of prison to execute. And my plan, I had a couple different business plans, and I've been putting my all into them the past 6 years. And on my entrepreneur journey, the reason why I haven't stopped is because I've seen people stop who wish they would have kept going, and that's been that's what keep me consistent, and just knowing that it's people watching me, it's people that's looking at me, and my kids also, like, they my motivation to just show them that so many ways out here for you to be able to survive, and it's a lot of ways to make some money out here. You just gotta figure out your gift.
Yep, I love that. Just was talking to the last person about that, like finding your gift and knowing what it is, because you're a jack of all trades.
Man,
You do a little bit of everything.
a lot.
What is your top two things that if everything else stopped, you would want to do those top two things?
Creating and motivating. Like, if everything stopped, I'm a natural creator. I love to create. That's how I come up with my designs and my different marketing ideas. Like, I love to create stuff and motivate. I love to motivate people. Like, I love to help people out where I can. I love to give them that extra push that they need, and sometimes it'd be like the extra push that you wish that you had. So, like, I would always want to be able to create and motivate others around me.
I love it. So, what made you come up with your clothing line? Like, not what made you, but what made you come up with the name of your clothing line? Because I know when you start clothing lines, you have 4-5 different names, but what made you pick that particular name?
That's crazy you said that, though, because when I first got out of prison, I had a whole sheet of names. Like, Born2Win wasn't the first thing I was like, I'm just born to win. Like, I had a whole sheet of names that didn't work out. And then the last line on there is when I came up with the Born2Win. That was my last idea that I had. And like, I knew I could spread something. I knew I could have people wearing what I was wearing and, like, doing what I was doing. I realized I was a leader, but I wanted to push something positive. So I wanted to make sure, like, whatever I was pushing out there to people, if they would be following it and living up to it, I wanted to make sure that it was something, keep them on the right path. It was something that mentally that could help them out. And like, me telling myself I was born to win, it helped me out. It helped me be able to overcome times where I didn't have no money in my pockets, but I wanted to stay free. And I wanted to keep my freedom. So I had to tell myself I was born to win, which means every day working towards your goal, you will get there. Like, if you work towards that every day, eventually you're going to win. Like, as long as you keep on working towards that goal, you're going to win. And with me just having that mindset, and with me, it helping me out, I'm like, man, like, just imagine if I could get somebody else to understand that they was born to win, and then they can take that mindset and they can wake up. It's not going to be an overnight process, but it can get you going to where, like, man, like, I need to just figure out, like, what am I good at, and, like, what can I continue to keep on winning at? And it's like just finding those small wins that you are good at and just making them bigger.
Yep, I love that. Give 3 tips to some young people that they dabbling in, they still want to be in the streets, they got some ideas of what they want to do, but give them like 3 tips that when they listen to this, they can go down the right path.
3 tips I can say is be a leader in whatever environment that you're in. and understand you're a leader. So understand that people is watching you. Understand that stuff that you're doing, you might not realize it, but somebody else gonna watch you and do the same thing. So make sure that you being a good example and leading the ones up under you the right way, because you never know who's watching you, from family to friends and just people around. So be a great leader. And my second tip would be is, like I was saying earlier, be consistent and be in the good things that you do. Be consistent in it. Make sure that you're consistent in being positive. Make sure you're consistent in being a good, whether you a brother, whether you a friend, like make sure you are a good person and you be consistent in that. And it be hard, but you gotta make sure that if you say that you're gonna do something, you stick with it. You stay with it. And my last thing I would tell them, get you a routine. I feel like I made a stats the other day. I said a man's success or failure is in his routine. And I feel like every young man to a man should have a routine to keep them focused on whether you waking up and the first thing you do is you reading a book or you working out, but you doing something to keep you going, you working on your business plan. I feel like every man should have a routine, because when you look up 5-10 years later, whatever you've been doing on a daily basis is what's going to determine where you at. So if you've been doing the right thing and you've been waking up and you've been making sure that you've been working out and that you've been studying and that you've been getting towards your goal, and even if you just put an hour towards it a day, at the end of the year, you 365 hours closer to it. So that's something that you can be able to. It can help you grow with you just learning that, man. Like I gotta make sure that I got something to keep me focused. I got me a routine every day to where, like, I mean, I wake up, I read, I do my same, brush my teeth with my breakfast, and then after that, I'm getting into my business stuff. I don't wake up and get ready for work. I wake up and my whole thing is get my day ready for the work I got to handle, like make sure everything is good and organized. And at nighttime, I'm also making sure my day is good for the next day. And that's been keeping me ahead, just knowing that I'm not waking up and just trying to figure life out. I'm waking up, I got goals, and my whole thing is to execute.
I love those 3 tips, because that last one, that's something I got to get back used to, because I'm an educator. So, during the school year, I got a routine because I got school and that. And in the summertime, ain't been having a routine, and then I have my son with me. So it's like, that routine is important, because when you off that routine, you can tell you like not doing stuff. You like, oh man, I forgot to call this person. I ain't look here. Yeah. So yeah, stick to a routine. So let everybody know how they can reach you, and let everybody know what you got going, because you always you definitely got you got your stuff. Tell everybody.
Yep. So you can follow us on Born2Win _apparel. We also online if y'all want to get some merch. Like we got hats, we got hoodies, shirts. www.aceborn2win.com with the number 2. Also, July 22nd, we got the Born2Win bash coming up, where we'll be having some live performances, fashion show with my brand and a couple other brands in the city, Slum House and $2, and segment talking about starting a clothing brand, how you can be able to get it going and also market it with me and Lucky from Slum House. So y'all open, y'all got some time and y'all available. Make sure y'all come through there at the round table, 8 to 12. We'll be there having a good time, and we also be there networking. And I'm Ace Born2Win.
Thank you. Appreciate you for coming on. Give closing words before we get out of here.
My closing words is, how can you lose if you was born to win?
Keep being great.
Yes, sir.
I'm the underdog with the heroic heart. I'm Eric Jones Jr. I have to keep pushing for my kids. If I give up, what's that leave them with? Nothing. I have to understand that it's bigger than me. That it's not about me when I wake up and go to work. It's not about me when I read and educate myself. It's not about me when I'm practicing my speeches. It's not about me. It's about my family.